everybody, how we doing? Welcome to the VGRCast. My name is Kevin, and as always, I am joined by my lovely friends. Today I'm joined by Christine, Ryan, Monica, Steve, and Mike. We're back again for another week, episode 9. Got some fun stories this week, I think. But once again, we're here to talk about anything and everything in between. So stay tuned as Ryan does something weird to his microphone. Oh no, it's Sadie! A rare doggo on stream.
Rare doggo. Hi,
this is mostly a cat-friendly stream, but occasionally there is a doggo. Yay, doggo.
You probably heard Sadie, but
we see Sadie. Oh, yeah, we hear Sadie all the time, but we don't see Sadie very often.
How much barking?
Hey, everybody, how we doing?
Oh, there she is.
Oh, you're gonna hear her now.
How you guys doing?
You paid attention to her. That was a mistake.
I've been doing good. I had the day off today, so I played Civ for like 4 hours.
We only 4 hours?
Dude.
Well, in the first run.
Oh, because the amount of messages we got, it seemed like a lot longer than 4 hours.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. When you play Civ, you're like, see, Sadie, here's the thing. When you play Civ with barbarians on, it's like, I'm going to do a diplomatic run. And then barbarians happen. You're like, domination run it is!
I still like how you posted that on Twitter or something, and someone went, Cowabunga it is! So good.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Silly thing
Awesome.
I discovered this past
Hey,
week is,
bits.
remember how I was talking about last week about the amount of, Ryan's not here to shit out the bits!
I like how it just goes rainbow.
The bits out for you.
I love the rainbow lights.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I had to defuse a situation.
What happened? Did Sadie try to eat something?
She keeps growling at my webcam.
Specifically the webcam.
It's the beard, isn't it?
I also like
beards.
I also like how Mike just
She can't
emptied a
see my
bottle.
screen.
Yep.
Rick on here Sadie, and he's not a fan.
He doesn't seem to care
He
that
doesn't
much.
like dogs.
Look, he's just grooming. He doesn't really care.
He's grooming, but he's also like, what, yeah.
Mike, how do you like that Evan Williams?
It's good, and it's cheap. It's like $20 for the
giant
big
thing.
one.
Yeah.
Hey, you got a dab, babe.
Excellent.
Right.
Excellent. Starting off strong.
I don't remember if it was on this or not. But I think it was on stream, but like I was making a drink with it, and like I poured the whiskey in, but I forgot to pour the Coke in before I took a sip. So I just took a sip of it. I'm like, ah!
I don't think that was podcast. I think that was like the forest last time or something.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It was something though.
It was.
Make sure you
It
stay.
went down smooth. Just wasn't expecting it.
Make sure you stay tuned after the podcast. We'll probably play the forest tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a little
Cannibal pussy.
I'm a little burnt out on Civ,
Oh.
so the forest sounds good.
You're not burnt out on Civ. You just don't want Mike to win. What'd you say, Mike?
I said you seem hung up on something. What's wrong?
I never know how to react.
You're not
anymore.
burnt out on Civ. You just don't want Mike to win.
Okay,
Yeah.
to be
I'm not
fair,
worried about Mike winning anymore, okay?
We know he's gonna win.
I bullied you so hard.
You did. You were a big old
bullied
bully
you
face.
into giving me a city free of charge.
Listen, okay, I knew I was going to lose that city, okay? I had 0 military, 0 ways of defending that city, so I looked at myself and I went, well, I could just let him kill the city, or I could just give him the city and have him promise to leave me the fuck alone. And so I just weighed my options.
I will kill you last.
You were super fucking salty. You turned into a
I
potato
was.
chip.
I was a little salty.
We ruined his Saturday night.
Oh no, Ryan! This is the perfect segue. Thank you. That did not ruin my Saturday night. Something else ruined my Saturday night. Here we go. What?
The fact that me and Steve were being salty with Overwatch, and then Mike being Mike in Civ, I feel so bad for contributing to that.
Yeah, well, because first off, the salt happened in Overwatch, and I don't like salt. And you guys were tilted, and tilted is essentially what happens when you when you get mad at a game and it starts affecting your gameplay and you start becoming tilted. You become
We
tilted.
should have just stopped playing when we were riding the high, like I said.
And then Civ happened.
We got salty.
We didn't deserve that win.
Yeah,
Okay, we deserved that win,
we
but it
worked
didn't
hard
feel,
for that win.
By the way,
that satisfying though.
I went back and watched the VOD. That match lasted a minute and like 36 seconds.
That just doesn't feel satisfying
Is
when
that-
you roll a team that hard, you know?
Is that long enough to be fit, like to be clipped? In
yeah,
its
yeah,
entirety.
no, I can clip it. I
Just
can
clip
clip it.
the entire match.
I can highlight it. Yeah.
I felt bad. We just rolled that. It just
You can
doesn't
be
feel
free.
satisfying when you roll a team that hard, you know?
But then, and then we
Like-
get done in by 3 Moiras.
That is.
Oh, the and then I went back and rewatched that one too. The Moiras is what fucked us in that one. The Moiras just teamed up on us and
Yeah.
fucked us hard. But then so yeah, Overwatch happened, and we played Civ, and Mike bullied me hard, and then by the end of that stream, I was kind of like Big La Rochelle. By the end of that stream, I was kind of like, okay, this is fine. Mike will leave me alone. I can just do my culture thing and do my thing. And then, but before we had started streaming that night, Saturday, Christine and I went out on the porch, and we had a drink on the porch, and I smoked a cigar. We smoked a cigar. I smoked most of it. Smoked about half of it, and it got really hot.
So by cigar, do you
Kevin
mean
really
cigar
wants ownership
or
of this
like-
cigar.
Or like a fun cigar.
No, like
it
an
was a
actual cigar.
It was an actual
Oh,
cigar.
I don't know. It's
yeah, no,
it's
that's
legal
fine.
here.
Yeah, it's legal, so that's a good question.
No, it was a cigar.
And we actually went to a cigar shop Saturday during the day.
Yeah.
Because there's one kind of near us, not too far, and kind of went there, just looked around, really nice place.
But I hate people.
So smoked half a cigar, got really hot, put it down, and decided, okay, we'll come back. Maybe we'll come back to this after the stream. Stream ended. Went back outside, then we made our drinks. We're gonna go back outside, and I step out on the porch. Christine's already out there, and I close the door.
As he's closing it, I'm like,
Well-
oh, maybe you don't close it all the way.
No, she's just like, don't. And what your words were? I don't normally close it all the way. I didn't hear that, and I closed it like kind of hard. And then like as I closed it, I heard, and then she's like, and then I just pull it.
Oh, stinky.
Locked. We're locked on our porch.
Oh.
We have no wallets, no keys. It's 12:30 at night. So
And I have to work in the fucking morning.
yeah, okay, but then we're sitting out there, and I'm like, okay. She doesn't even have her phone. I'm the one with a phone. I pull out my phone. Okay, like
20%
20% battery. Okay,
Oh,
I'll
God.
start making some calls. And so I started calling every emergency locksmith in the area.
Emergency locksmith,
And,
my ass.
I called about a dozen of them, and 2 of them picked up. And both of them, well, one of them that picked up, the guy was like, "Ooh, yeah, you're too far away from me. I can't do that tonight." Okay. And the other lady was like, "Ooh, I don't got any techs in that area. I can't get out there tonight. Get out there tomorrow morning." And I was just kind of like, no. So then we ended up just like, I then furiously Googled like, oh, how to break into sliding glass door. And
Step 1, get rock.
No, without
well,
we didn't-
that was the very last
Yeah, that
step.
was our
I
last
was
step.
like, I'm gonna break this door down if I have to, but
Yeah.
like not until I absolutely have to. And then so I found out there were some steps in there where you could like kind of push in on the door and lift it, and then that would kind of like get it to unlock. And
Was it like
nothing-
a 12-step program where you got it to realize that it shouldn't be locked all the time?
Yeah, but nothing I found online was really working. And then there was one step I found that was like, oh, if you have like a pry bar or a screwdriver, shove it underneath the bottom of the door and kind of like lift it and drop it a couple times, and that'll kind of disengage the lock. And I was like, well, we're out on my porch. I don't have a screwdriver or a crowbar. And then so we're out there for about an hour and a half. So it's like 2 o'clock now. And I'm just kind of like, okay, well, there are some nails like above our patio door, so I pull the nails out of like out of the wall because I've practiced some lock picking. I've done some lock picking on a little fake lock. So I go to the front door of our apartment complex and I'm like buzzing the doors and like no one's picking up. And one guy picked up and he was like, "Yeah, I don't know you. I can't let you in." And I was kind of like, "Fair. It's 2 a.m. Some random stranger buzzed your door. Like, that's okay. Like, fine, whatever." But so I started trying to lock pick the front door. And wasn't working very well, so I kind of gave up. And on a whim, I went, "Is my car unlocked?" And so I went over to the car, and I pulled on the handle, and it was open. And I was kind of like, okay, well...
Good safety practices.
Well, I'm like, okay, well, at least we can sleep here. But then I thought, wait, I've got a toolkit in the back.
My dad gave him a toolkit.
Yeah, so I went to the back, opened up the toolkit, and there's a flathead screwdriver. And I'm like, flathead screwdriver in there. I'm like, yes, we're saved. So it's like,
thank God for screwdrivers.
So I grab the screwdriver and I go back over our little fence thing, and I wedge the screwdriver into the door and I lift it up and I kind of like shimmy it over to the side, and then like we just kind of hear it go.
Well, and then I was pushing up on it so hard that I actually strained a muscle in my shoulder. I was like, "Let me in my house!"
But essentially, I lifted up and shimmied, and then it opened.
And at that point, we
just high-fived and went back inside.
Like, all right, we couldn't go to
Moral
bed
of the story, I now know how to break into your apartment.
No, you don't, because we always have a wood bar there.
Yeah.
So that technique will not work.
And the reason why it wasn't there was because we exited.
Well, yes, because we were outside.
Yeah.
It'll only work if we're outside already, Mike.
Yeah. So
Guess
I went to work on 3 hours. I went to work on 3 hours of sleep, and I'm just like, yeah, I broke into my own apartment.
We were out there from 12:30 to 2:30, I think.
Yeah, and then didn't the maintenance man call you in the morning?
Oh yeah, and then I put in, because in our lease it says, hey, if you're locked out after office hours, it's going to be a $50 fine.
But they don't give us a number.
Well, and there's no number to call for it, so it's kind of like, okay, I'll pay $50.
Me the fuck off.
You think they'd want that $50?
You need to send the angriest of emails to your apartment complex and call them the fuck out for that. That is unacceptable.
Well,
yeah,
so
it is actually. We should let them know. Be like,
that is unacceptable. They can't just leave someone locked out of your apartment like that with none of the locksmiths will pick up. No, that's not a thing. You need to call them the fuck out or get like.
And actually, when Kevin's phone hit 5%, I dialed 911. I'm like, and immediately I'm like, so this isn't an emergency, but we're locked out and no locksmiths are picking up. Can you give me some advice? And she's like, the only thing I can do is send an officer, but he won't have the tools to help you. And I'm like, thanks, but no.
That doesn't
We'll figure it out.
Rip.
So, yes, we were locked out, and then got back in. That was nice.
Well, because where we actually live across the street from our city's police department. And we were trying to get them just to like, hey, can you help us out here?
I called the non-emergency number. No,
but they were, so.
You called the non-emergency number and no one picked up?
Yeah.
What the fuck kind of town do you live in?
Well, it's a
shit one.
It's I mean, the person on the 911 operator was literally like...
Yeah, she picked up, and I told her it's a non-emergency.
Well, if 911 doesn't pick up, I'd be way more worried.
Yeah, and then she was like, "Is there a fire hazard inside?"
I'm like, no.
And I was kind of like, "No."
You should have said yes.
No, because
then they would have broken down our front door.
And then we have a cat that doesn't know how to live outside.
Literally, all the police department or fire department could have done was break down our front door.
Yeah.
Like, with an axe, break it down. I was kind of like, I really don't want that. I want to figure out how to do this.
With an axe?
Well, whatever.
How else I mean, a battering ram, maybe, but like...
And my ox.
How else are they going to get in?
Pretty sure they could have figured out the glass door.
No, man.
Would they have spent that kind of time, though?
No.
If we would have told them there was a fire hazard, they would have broken down the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would have fucked that door up.
Or like if a kid was locked inside there on its own.
Yeah.
I mean, my cat, but...
But
I was about to say,
Also,
technically
real close to spending the night outside, though, but we didn't, so that was nice.
Also, Danny came down from the cabinets once we entered the house.
Yes, she did not care that we were banging on the door.
That we were outside, and she did not give one single.
I was like, I was slamming my body against that glass door, like, hard.
That actually reminds me of I think I saw like a video on the internet where a woman had same situation as you guys, locked herself out of her sliding door, got her cat to bat like the wooden bar that prevented the door from opening out of the way.
Yeah.
And like, yes, it got in.
That's adorable.
Well, that's different. That sounds like that patio door.
Yeah, it's a similar-ish
situation,
situation, though.
Yeah. No, our cat didn't care.
Not one bit.
Not a single.
She's just like, I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah.
I'm sleeping.
I'm up top of
So
the cabinets.
So to anyone listening to this podcast, if you try to break into Kevin and Christine's apartment, don't count on Danny to help you out.
No, yeah, she
Danny
won't.
will not help you. Danny's
I
a
was
good
gonna
girl.
say that all that tells me is apparently Danny is used to people banging on your door. So
Concern.
concern.
Or she just
Speaking
so
of.
passed out.
What was that, Monica?
Like, or she just was so passed out. I mean, look at this Rickon. He doesn't give a fuck about anything when he's not asleep.
Oh.
That's also a cat, so it probably doesn't care in the first
No,
place.
but he was like,
That's true.
He sleeps on another level, man. Like,
Oh yeah,
On a
when-
whole nother level.
I would like rub his belly. I can rub his belly if he's asleep enough. Like,
I mean, I can rub Danny's
he's
belly.
on another
when she's
level
awake.
if he falls that asleep.
Well, see, Danny won't try and maul your hand if you
she
rub her
does.
belly, though.
Oh, she will.
If she's in a playful mood, she'll nom my hand when I go like. this
She also
on her
never
belly.
bites hard, though.
She just goes.
She also has half of her teeth.
She has 19
Yeah.
teeth. So
Also,
Cat
she's
should
like
have
13.
cat should have 32.
And Rickon is
Really?
90-year-old.
Well, I know humans have 32,
Let
but
me
how
double
many?
check. I know this.
Well, me and Vanessa closed on a house this past weekend.
Woo! Adults!
Adult cats
then-
have 30 permanent teeth.
Ah,
She has 19.
adulting is scary. We're not going to be moved in for another couple months, so you get to enjoy this view for till probably like October-ish. So
And then you get an awesome view.
it'll be fine.
Do you have you? Do
What
you
podcast number would that be? That'll probably be in the 20s, right?
Yeah, probably.
Maybe.
No, maybe not 20s. Maybe the teens. No.
But I moved the first couple boxes into the basement today, so
You have a
Moving-
basement?
Yeah,
calling it a basement would be kind of generous. It's like
crawl space.
no, it's not a basement. It's not a crawl space though. It's like one small room with a bathroom in it. So
But,
it's,
but you go down the stairs.
Yeah,
and
Is it-
around. Yeah, it's a basement.
It's a
It's-
lower floor.
it's not like underground, but yes, it's a
Oh,
lower
so
floor.
it's a garden
It's like our
basement.
garden apartments in college.
Basically, yeah. It's
Okay.
the garage is also on that floor, so
Okay.
it's like
Um,
we're probably gonna have like some exercise equipment there once
Nice.
once we get that
And
everything
it-
all put together.
And just because I saw pictures, is it a house or a townhome?
It's a townhome.
Nice, but you guys own
It's
it.
yes, we
Nice,
own it.
nice.
Vanessa owns it specifically.
Well,
but,
yeah, because since you're not married, you can't have a joint loan and blah 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 blah.
You
Yeah,
can
pretty much.
I mean, you technically
It's
can
very
do it.
difficult
It's
to get a
very-
joint loan.
It's.
for a
I mean,
house.
from what everyone has told me, it's much easier
Just
to
have
buy
one
a house.
person, yeah.
Just one person
yeah,
buy it.
and I'm financing the renovations, so it kind of freed up my finances to do that. So it all worked out in the end
Nice.
You need some help?
with
My-
renovations.
I normally just charge beer. Beer
For
and
moving?
pizza.
Sorry, my face looks like it's
Pizza
dead.
and beer? No.
Well, see, here's the thing though. We're only really gonna need to use movers to move our furniture,
That's fair.
and maybe
That is why you pay your friends in beer.
I will take it under consideration.
I do know some
Just make
big,
sure you give
brawny
them the
men.
beer
Pizza.
after it gets moved.
What? Yeah.
Why not before and during?
Because then there's gonna be 5 holes in his house.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
That's
do
being
not-
generous. Let's be
not
real.
put
It's like
holes in my house.
25.
up.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's the door frame. Oh, the leg of the table has just fallen
I know
off.
how to fix that. It's fine.
I can fix that.
Oh god.
Or we'll just.
Moving this couch up the stairs. This is a pull-out couch.
Oh.
Yeah,
And-
yeah.
yeah, you guys know.
Yeah,
And-
our blue one out there is a pull-out couch. It was heavy. I
Yeah.
didn't have to touch it.
Yeah,
touch.
it straight up. And moving it up the stairs apparently was very difficult. It almost like killed my sister's boyfriend because he was just.
Oh,
First
poor
of all,
Dave.
at that point he was like recovering from bronchitis, so he wasn't able to breathe very good anyway. And after moving stuff all day, this was like one of the last things to move. And poor Dave, he was so like knocked out by it. It was like one of the last things, and he's just like, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
Are you on the first or second floor?
Second.
Ugh, that'll do it.
First floor crew.
Hell yeah.
I was first floor crew for a
Second
while.
floor?
But then I joined the second floor crowd.
Well,
I don't
yeah,
like
because when you guys
stairs.
were living together, you had the first floor, and that was nice. So you could just walk out.
First floor is
It was
super
very
nice.
easy to move into.
Yeah,
Now-
getting furniture into the first floor is like up, chuck it over the railing.
Which we weren't supposed to do.
Yeah, they actually explicitly told us not to do it, but we did it anyways.
Because
Fuck that
how else were we
shit.
gonna get? How else were we gonna get the couches in there? Like, what do they expect?
There's no way.
Yeah. Well, so
There was no.
because originally
way.
this couch was supposed to be out there, right?
Yeah, but then our pull out is too big to fit through the doorway.
You're right.
So,
I do kind of want.
but it is a queen size bed. So the one time when our air conditioning was broken, we slept out there. It was uncomfortable, but we liked the space.
No. Our air conditioning wasn't broken. Someone else's air conditioning unit was
yeah.
broken outside. It was making this ungodly loud noise, like right outside our bedroom window. So we were like,
Oh.
we can't sleep next to this. So we slept in the living room.
Yeah,
Oh my
and like
God.
the mattress sucks, but the space was
The
great.
size is amazing.
Danny
Wait,
even
so
had
what-
her own spot.
Wait, so what size is your bed? Is you guys' like actual bed?
We have
It's a
a full
full.
bed right now.
Oh, okay.
I'd prefer a queen. When we get dogs, we're gonna get a king. So
Queens are fucking dope. Can
yeah.
confirm.
But when
I know.
when we get dogs,
Do you have
we're
space for a
getting
queen
a
in there?
king. If we
I
wanna
still
shimmy
sleep on a
around
couch.
Mike,
Whose fault is that,
I own a
Mike?
house.
Mike, you should probably get at least buy a
Well-
pull-out couch.
Well, yeah, at least do that. But I mean, when
Okay,
your
but he's
sister
never
moved
gonna put it
out-
away.
That's
That's
also true.
Fine.
Oh,
Yeah,
look at you.
but at least you can stretch out and like flail around.
I
Yeah.
still sleep on a couch.
I still sleep
Oh my
in the
goodness.
living room.
Because you're in your bedroom right now, right?
Yeah, this is
I'm in my.
technically
This
his
is not my
bedroom.
bed. You can't really call it a bedroom because there's no bed.
So where?
But it would have been your bedroom if you put a bed in it, dummy.
He's right, you know.
Yeah. Look, really?
See, look,
Well,
he's
I
looking
guess.
right
I
now.
mean, so wait. Never
Mike,
mind. We
if you
won't give too much
stack the
details.
anime volumes if you stack the anime volumes just
No,
right,
there's no
you could
way.
probably
There
sleep
was-
on them.
There's no way.
This
No.
is my office.
I've been in Mike's office, and there's no way you could put a bed in there. It's
Yeah,
tiny.
absolutely.
No,
No
that's
way.
what I'm saying. You just take the
He kinda has
anime,
ideas.
the manga off the shelves. You stack them up. Make put a sheet over it. There you
I
go.
actually have to buy another shelf soon.
And the funny thing
How
is,
many do I have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. I have 7 shelves of anime and manga.
to the left of Mike and to the right on stream,
Wait, hold on.
it's just all plushies, right? Just all
Oh, yeah.
plushies.
Hold
right?
on. Let me. There,
Mike's room tour.
there we go. There we go.
Yeah,
There's
look
all
at all
the
those
Pokemon
fucking
plushies.
plushies.
Mike.
And you can see all the figures on top of the shelf.
At least it looks neat.
I
It
know.
looks organized, yeah.
Well, that's because you can't see that shit.
My floor is covered in cat toys.
Oh, it looks neat.
Is that a Deku shirt?
Yeah, he's wearing a Deku shirt. He
Yes,
showed me that earlier.
I pointed this out earlier.
I wasn't listening.
East.
Oh my
Yikes.
goodness.
Mike, I know it is literally what you do for a living or want to do for a living. You may or may not have a problem.
Steve's just.
I don't have a problem.
He has the solution.
Yeah, I have the solution.
No, that's alcohol.
And the solution is more.
On the bright side, the next chapter of My Hero comes out on next Monday, I think,
Nice.
the 10th. Because he was doing like every 2-week thing, and then like at the end of the last chapter, which came out Sunday, he was
Yeah,
like, oh, it comes
Jump
out on the
was
10th.
being weird.
I assume due to COVID.
Yeah.
Probably. I mean, but, like the My Hero chapters are so short now that like, if they don't come out weekly, I'm like, what do I do with myself?
What do I do?
What do I do now?
I know.
Wait for you to come back.
When I'm at work, what do? Wait for you to get
come
back.
home.
What
Is that
is
what you did today?
SpongeBob. It's a
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
Yeah.
SpongeBob.
You're like the only person
Yeah.
who can't quote SpongeBob on a whim.
Kinda.
I didn't watch it like super
tried to heal.
religiously when I was a kid.
I mean, you're also the oldest of us, right?
Yeah,
He
no,
is.
it was during my time, but I just
Yeah.
never watched it super religiously. I mean, I watched it, but like, I wasn't just like, Ermagerd, SpongeBob's are immersed words.
For shame.
I was more of a Teen Titans, Fairly Odd Parents kind of guy.
Ooh, yes, Butch Hartman.
but SpongeBob came out before those things.
I'm aware.
Fair. He's
SpongeBob
not
did
wrong.
come out before those things.
So, speaking of anime, I finished Ouran High School Host Club, and it doesn't end as abruptly as you say it does, Mike.
I didn't say it ends abruptly. I just said it had a read the manga ending.
Yeah, it didn't like finish. It didn't finish.
Yeah.
The
it has
the
a
manga.
conclusion. It's just not the conclusion.
Yeah, it definitely has a conclusion. The way you phrase it, although fuck Kyoya in with the spiniest cactus, because
I don't remember which
I don't
one
care. He's glasses. He's supposed to be like the sort of.
Oh, that one. Okay.
He's the money guy.
I don't care how much fucking character development they give him. He thought it was a good idea to scare Haruhi by attempting to sexually assault her, and that's not okay. And I never will forgive him.
I don't remember the back half of that series, so.
I don't remember. I just watched it. And
No, that happened in the front half.
Oh. I don't remember
episode
most of that series then.
It rings a bell, but like I'm having trouble. Refresh my memory.
If I can elaborate.
No, I think I kind of remember what she's talking about.
It's the episode where they're all at the beach and they're trying to figure out what Haruhi is so scared of, and all the guys are trying to attempt to scare her with various things. And in Kyoya's brain is like, I'm going to not only pretend to sexually assault her, but also Tamaki's going to see this and realize his feeling. And I'm like,
it's not great.
No!
That's shoujo.
No.
Welcome to
I-
Japan.
No, that's a specifically shoujo kind of trope. It's like
That's disturbing.
it rides that line of like, oh, some girls want to get forced into stuff now, and this was written by a woman, so could be just what she likes, but also not what a lot of people like.
I had a problem with it, and it's still worth bringing.
I can understand
the problematic nature of.
Yeah, we started watching Food Wars.
Yeah.
Love
Good
it.
stuff.
Always makes me hungry when I watch it.
Oh wow, Fall Guys is the #1 channel on Twitch right now. Sorry.
Yeah, or
We'll try to see where we are right now.
just
but yeah.
a quick backtrack to Ouran. Although I really didn't like Kyoya after that, I did really enjoy the series as a whole. It seems like it's going to be really stupid, but it has a lot of heart, and it's very sweet.
It is
good.
stupid, and that's kind of why I liked it. It doesn't take itself seriously most of the
No,
time.
it doesn't take itself seriously at all. But it's surprising. It's got a lot of like heart, and it really does push some good messages. And I'm like, that makes my heart happy.
Okay,
Nice.
who do you ship Haruhi with?
No one. I ship Tamaki and Kyoya.
That is a valid ship. If I
Alright.
had to ship Haruhi with someone, it's definitely with the twins. Because honestly, Tamaki is toxic as fuck.
Oh, Tamaki's toxic as fuck.
No.
He is a
As
mega
fuck.
narcissist.
Not even that. He
Yeah.
calls her. The fact that he calls herself her daddy all the time just sent super fucking weird vibes.
Just to be fair,
Not like that.
That is like a dom sub thing.
It's not like
That
like
could
that.
also be how they translated the idea
Yeah.
of
I was
senpai.
about to say.
He's also voiced by Vic Mignogna, so that doesn't help matters much.
Oh, you don't
Yeah.
like Vic Mignogna?
It could, for the dub, that could be how they translated the concept of senpai. So,
No, they literally use the word
They
senpai
did
all the
say
time.
senpai.
real, oh,
No,
yeah.
he's literally
Also-
calling he's calling himself her father, and it's all the wrong kind of vibes, and I'm not there for it.
Yikes.
I'm remembering that now, but he doesn't really say it in a sexual way, though.
It's not in a sexual way,
Oh,
which
okay.
it's just weird. I can't deal with
He
it.
says it
I'm
in
willing
like
to
a
make
"I'm gonna show you the ropes" kind of way.
I'm willing to make the argument though that Haruhi is 8.
Is what?
Ace.
Yeah, there's
Asexual.
yes.
Yeah, because
Oh, yeah.
she rejects like everyone. Like she doesn't like she kind of just goes through the motions of like she does, or maybe even aromantic, like because she doesn't really have a strong like attraction to really anyone out of the main cast or really anyone. Like I would, if you had me choose, I would ship her with the one Yakuza guy whose name I'm forgetting.
Yakuza.
Oh, yeah, I got you. I forget his name too.
Like they actually had a legitimate connection, but even when they all were presenting very obvious romantic advances, she just was like, yeah,
Ritsu.
Friendship. So I'm willing to make the argument that Haruhi is either Ace or Aro.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I ship her with whichever of the twins is into her. I forget which one.
Probably
Anyway.
is it? I'm realizing they're both voiced by like two of my favorite
Wait, this character's
least
a
favorite
girl?
voice actresses.
Yeah.
Haruhi's a girl?
Yeah.
Yes, Haruhi is.
That's the whole thing.
That's
Literally the joke of the first episode is, oh, this boy broke our vase. We gotta put him in the host club now. Oh wait, it's a girl.
And they all just slowly realize over the episode
It's
that,
a reverse trap.
correct.
Or is that just a trap?
No, reverse trap.
But is it just a trap?
I could
No,
say
trap.
this.
No. She's a girl.
It's a reverse
Yeah,
trap.
no, but is it a girl? No, but that's still a trap, though. It's someone you think is a boy, but it's actually a girl, so that's a trap.
It's a reverse trap.
It's a trap.
Well, no. A trap is someone you think is a girl, but is actually a boy.
Yeah.
No, I would argue that a trap is just someone that you think is one gender and they turn out to be the other.
I mean,
Or not even as any
fair,
gender.
I guess.
Fair. Good point, Christine. Good
My-
point.
My thing with that is, if we're gonna go say, the difference between trap and androgynous for me is a trap knows that they are presenting as the opposite gender, but just doesn't
give a fuck.
care.
Or they're
whereas someone
trying to.
Yeah, whereas someone androgynous just looks
Is.
like that.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. But there's also like 1,000 different interpretations of what a trap is now. So.
Okay, cool. I've rewatched. So going to Gurren Lagann now.
Yes, I just started Gurren Lagann.
I don't think there are any traps in that.
I've watched the first half of the series forever
Mike's like,
ago.
there's no traps in that. Don't want to talk about it.
in like bits and
No
pieces.
traps. I'm not interested.
in bits and pieces, I watched the first half of that show, and because I was like, okay, maybe I should restart this. I watched the first half like yesterday or the day before, and like I just watched the first episode again. That's a good show still.
It is a good show.
Yeah,
Call me bro.
I need to
tried
rewatch
to-
it again.
I tried showing it to Vanessa. She didn't really dig it, and also it was a lot pervier than I remembered.
Not
yeah.
until a certain character shows up. After she shows up, I'm just like, okay, there's a lot of like butt shots and boob shots going on.
Yeah.
and-
Kevin Wilco shows up in the first episode.
I know, but she doesn't show up to like the last quarter.
No?
No, she's like halfway through the episode.
No, because that battle doesn't start until like the last quarter.
Second episode, I think.
No, first episode still.
First episode.
But I know who you're talking about, and I'm 3 episodes in. So
No, yeah, she shows up in the
In
first
the first episode.
Yeah.
I literally watched like the girl in the bikini. Like
Yeah.
literally first episode because that's the only episode I rewatched.
Yeah. So, I know none of you guys are into Danganronpa, or have played the game, but the guy who voices Kamina voices one of the characters from the third Danganronpa game.
You're talking about the dub voice actor?
I'm talking about the dub voice actor.
Okay, that's Kyle Hibbert. You know who else he was?
Who?
Adult
Gohan.
Gohan.
Because I looked it up.
Really?
don't
Kevin
watch
is now
Dragon Ball.
interested.
Because
Yeah,
I love
he's
Kamina.
Because I was
Kamina,
looking at
sorry.
Kamina, and his character in Danganronpa V3 is extremely similar to Kamina, and down to like the mannerisms, a lot of like the
Call me
moral
bro.
values are
Who the
very
hell do you
similar.
think I am and all that?
Your drill will
No,
pierce the heavens.
Yeah, pretty much. And
Yep.
I'm like, that's sounds like Kaito Momoto, Luminary of the Stars.
That's a title.
Extremely like Kaito. So I look it up and I'm like, holy shit, it is Kaito. And then I saw that he did. And I'm like, dude. And then I also saw he's also Fat Gum in the dub.
Oh, I didn't watch the dub.
Oh,
for
he's
My
Fat
Hero.
Gum?
He's Fat Gum?
I need
Nice.
to watch the dub for My Hero sometime.
The dub is really good.
Dub's
That's
amazing.
pretty good.
Um,
He's also
Monica.
he's also Kiba in Naruto.
Oh.
Wolf Boy, right?
Yeah.
I like
The one
him.
with the
I
dog.
like Wolf Boys.
You should watch Naruto.
I should watch Naruto.
Everyone
Believe
watch Naruto Kai. Watch the fan-made Kai version.
I will because I can't fucking Naruto spoilers are not spoilers, sorry. Filler is some of the worst filler imaginable. I always quote this. I stopped watching when they started mixing ramen with ninjutsu.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, even before Shippuden, like Naruto filler didn't get bad until like the back half of the first series, because like literally like the first 136 episodes, there's like maybe 2 or 3 filler episodes in it. But then like episode 137 to 220 is all filler.
Holy fuck, really?
Yeah.
Is there any, like,
And then
good filler in
Shippuden
there?
starts.
Steve, I will send you the link to Naruto Kai. It's like a fan-made thing.
If I ever get around to it, I will watch. I will absolutely watch that. I've been meaning to watch that for a long time.
It's 72 episodes.
Or you could just read the manga.
Each episode's about an hour and a half.
Back in the day.
Steve, each episode's about an hour and a half.
And there's
fair enough.
72 episodes.
What episode am
once
I
the
on? Hold on.
Once the ninja chefs came in, I was just like, I'm out. Bye.
You didn't even see Mecha Naruto.
What?
I'm currently on episode 52 of Naruto Kai.
I need a
Cell
minute.
7 Reunion is the episode I'm on.
Nice. Mecha Naruto.
Sorry, I think I might have stroked out there for a second. Would you care to repeat that?
I wanna find a
Yeah,
picture.
Mecha Naruto. He's like this. Gonna send it in the. Gonna send book. There you go.
Mecha
What the
Naruto?
fuck?
Mecha Naruto.
Yep, I'm seeing what the picture.
What
you
is this
sent.
Gintama shit?
Burn it in a fire.
Yep.
Burn it
There's
alive.
there's another one. That's kind of low. There you go. Mecha Naruto.
What?
He's so asleep.
What?
Apparently he's in Naruto Storm Revolution too, one of the games.
Yep, I saw that. I'm just gonna.
What's the number on his head? 7610?
Yeah, I have no
Naruto.
idea what that means.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Mecha Naruto.
Naruto.
I've never been more
My
disgusted.
I hate it.
Naruto's
But also,
done,
like
right?
the pain fight. The pain fight was so good.
Oh yeah.
It was so good. So good. And then Jiraiya, and cry.
Rip.
I really like Naruto, and I'm sad I haven't kept watching it. So because it was my workout show, and I stopped working out. So I just need to start working out again.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Honestly, it's I stopped working out when quarantine happened, and I don't know why. I think I'm just gonna start.
Nice thingy.
Well, because your gym shut down, probably.
No, it's because my elliptical's right here next to me. See,
Oh, you lazy fuck. Okay.
no, yeah, I'm just lazy. Yeah. So I'm just gonna start waking up half an hour earlier. By the way,
No.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna set my alarm for 6:30 from now
No,
on.
Sure.
I get that. I get that though. I guess when
no, I feel
quarantine
it.
happened, like my productivity just went to zero.
When quarantine happened, I was kind of like, everyone's gonna get fat. It's fine.
Although I will say,
Yeah,
it's really helpful.
Yeah.
I have 2 main positive forces keeping me working out. One being Matt, because he also is really focused on keeping up a good regiment. Because I don't know. Well, he talks about this a lot, so
Words.
I guess it's okay to talk about it on stream. But he actually went through a very major weight loss a couple of years ago. Like he lost a lot of weight because what happened was the community theater group he was part of, did Vanya, Sonia, and Masha and Spike, which is a play, and it's a bit newer. It's 2013, I think. Anyway, but it's supposed to be like a play on like Chekhov style plays and whatnot. And the one character Spike, it's about I'm sorry, let me backtrack. It's about these 3 siblings, and one of the siblings is sort of an actor whose career is kind of failing, and she has this boy toy boyfriend named Spike who's significantly younger than her. And the one character gimmick of Spike is he always tries to take off his clothes anytime he can, and is often in his underwear on stage. And that's like, I really want this role, but I want to look and do the role justice. So he lost, God, I don't even know how much, like maybe 50 or 60
talking more than 100 pounds? 50?
No, not more than 100 pounds, but like a solid, like at least 50 or 60 pounds.
God damn, son.
To get himself in shape for this role, and he did it. And he's successfully kept it off, and I'm always just so proud of him, and just always love talking about that because it's just such an inspiration. And that always has kept me working out, is that energy of him just trying to keep it off. And then also, since I've been working out with my mom virtually, that it helps to have a buddy.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. It always does help to have a buddy.
So I'm reading about Nine Tails or Mecha Naruto
And yet you scold me for playing Minecraft while we're talking about animes.
This is important research.
So back on the anime, we actually, so after Vanessa bounced off of Gurren Lagann, we gave Soul Eater a try. First episode was good, and then the second episode is all Black Star.
Believe it!
Okay.
I fucking hate him.
Okay, you just need to get past him.
He gets way better.
I've watched the entire series before. He really doesn't.
No, see, I'm with Steven that he doesn't change that much from his initial start, but I liked how he started. So
his personality just grates on me. I don't know.
I love when him and Soul challenged Kid.
Yeah, and Kid just like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
What's wrong with you people?
Yeah.
You've ruined the symmetry of the school.
We just watched the first 2 episodes, and we spent the entire one of Black Star just kind of looking at each other like, fucking really?
Episode 3 is the one where they go to the
Tsubaki is
museum.
best character,
or the
Tsubaki
pyramid.
is best character, and he does not deserve her.
No, he doesn't.
There's actually not in the anime, but there's a pretty decent arc with her and Black Star in the manga.
Okay.
So
I started reading the manga. Now that I'm all caught up on My Hero, I started reading the Soul Eater manga
Mike,
again.
I prefer the physical copy over virtual.
Yeah.
Buy it.
Christine, you might also have a problem with a certain part of the manga because clowns. So
I mean, there were clowns in the.
That's in the show too.
Yeah, it's longer.
That's good.
I'll be okay.
This is good.
It's been a while.
Thanks for the warning.
I'm still mad at the ending of that anime. I'm still mad.
Because they didn't know how to end it. So brave. Bravery punch.
Motherfucking bravery punch. I'm so fucking mad.
Yeah.
So like the way it actually diverges is like they get back from like that weird like dimensional time travel rift kind of thing.
Yeah, with Brew.
And here's how it changes is
don't spoil anything, I want to read it.
No, I'm not spoiling anything.
Okay, cool.
Really. But instead of them just like setting Medusa free, like you know how they do that towards the end of the anime?
Yeah, they let her go.
Yeah, instead of that, they like send her with all the other Meisters on a mission to infiltrate arachnophobia.
Ah, that's a smart idea.
Remind me who Medusa is.
Medusa's the main bad witch with the blonde hair.
Crona's
mom.
Mother.
Okay, Crona definitely rings a bell, but
Snake one.
It has been so long since it's been at least a couple years since I watched it. I've completely forgotten everything.
Then you'll see her.
And then also one of the characters might be a traitor.
Sad.
Don't say stuff like that.
Sad for
Traitor.
me. Who?
Is it a known character?
Who?
It is a known character.
Don't say. I'm gonna read. I need to read.
Ooh.
Is it shocking?
How long has Reggie been on your mic?
What?
How long has Reggie been on your mic? I just noticed that.
A few weeks now.
Yeah, a few
At
weeks.
least 3 weeks, I
Good
think.
job,
Well,
Monica.
fuck me, I guess.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so one of the characters that you have met from the anime is a traitor.
Someone we like.
Good luck with the traitor. I like them.
Mike, send me a message. I want to know. I don't care if it's a spoiler.
Okay, hold on.
I don't want to
I
know.
have
I
to
won't
actually.
tell Kevin, but I need to know.
I have to look up what their name is again. Actually.
Oh, is it one of those like side students?
No.
Is it one of the
Sounds
main
like
characters?
yes.
It's not Sid, is it?
I'm not saying anything.
Is it Sid?
Again.
Oh, Kevin, you
not-
said you don't want to know, so stop asking.
I can retract the conversation to a silly cat story.
Cat
Yeah.
story.
Silly cat story. So if you remember, I was talking about the ass ton of matzo I bought last week, during last stream. So I've been eating fruit and I've been making peanut butter and jelly. So this week I've been making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches on it, and I discovered that Rickon loves peanut butter,
Ah.
which
Good
is
boy.
absolutely silly because it's just so random to me.
Well,
I don't
dogs
know,
love peanut butter.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I know at least one of your previous cats loves yogurt, so I mean...
Well, yeah, but that makes a little bit more sense because it's dairy.
Fair enough.
But
Dogs like peanut butter. Well, certain dogs. Not all dogs do.
yeah, but he just
It's usually presented on penises, though.
Mike. Send me the name.
Okay.
food play doesn't work. Okay, let's move on.
I have to look up you specifically because we haven't actually messaged each other. Right.
Because you can't send it to the one with Kevin.
Oh wow.
It's been 5 months since we have messaged each other specifically.
So did everyone hear about? Oh, I'm sorry, Monica. Were you done?
That was pretty much it. It's just
Okay.
he started licking the peanut butter off, and then I was curious if it was this peanut butter specifically, so I let him lick it off my fingers, and he's just like, "Fuck yeah, peanut butter," and I'm like, "What is
Okay.
What?
Did everyone see the explosion in Lebanon today?
No.
Yeah, that was
That shit's nuts.
I actually looked it up. Apparently, what happened was there was about 2,700 tons of ammonium nitrate that was not stored properly.
Well, so what it was it was confiscated ammonium nitrate that was stored at a fireworks factory,
Fuck.
allegedly, because they thought that a fireworks factory would have proper security measures against that.
Lol, no.
So then it all exploded together, I guess. Is what the
Yeah.
current is what the current thing is. But
So if you
Really
actually
fast. Enjoy Rick on cam.
if you look at the footage though,
Fucking
just prior
nuts.
to the big boom, you can see tons of little sparks. Well,
Yes.
which what I assume are small fireworks going off.
yes.
Yeah. Because my dad, I showed that to my dad. He's like, "Well, how'd they get the camera on it so soon?" I'm like, "I don't know." And I guess there was just stuff going on before the big
you could
explosion.
see the.
Well, there was fire going on before
There
it.
was a sizable smoke column.
Oh
there,
yeah, it was a
before
huge
the
smoke
big boom.
column. But apparently, at least 78 people have died, and
Oh,
4,000 have been reported injured.
I am calling it right now. I think we're gonna see several hundred deaths at minimum.
Yeah.
Because
That's
if
a
you
big
watch
explosion.
those explosions from higher up, it rips through a bunch of buildings.
Oh,
and
yeah.
there's people driving on the road in front of it.
Cars got
all those
flipped.
people are fucking dead. And like, not to make light of it or anything, because that's fucking horrifying. But
it was crazy.
But from what I've heard, the glass companies in Lebanon are going to be making a lot of money in this up in the next few months, because I heard windows were blown out as at least 10 kilometers away.
Yeah.
It's like I just happened to go on Twitter and was just like, what? There's a mess. Oh no. It was my day off today, so I was just like, let's see what's on Twitter, I guess.
I actually saw a statistic. It's like that 1% of the city's entire population was injured in that.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not surprised. Like, windows got shattered, ceilings caved in.
Now here's the crazy conspiracy theory part of this podcast.
Oh,
right?
Great.
Oh boy. Okay, Alex Jones.
So there was a UN tribunal going on for a international murder trial or something along those lines. Hold on, let me see
What about the globalists, Kevin? What do the globalists have to do with this?
What about the frogs?
Are they gay?
Yes, they're trying to make all the frogs gay.
Lebanon have frogs?
Tribunal.
Yes, Lebanon has frogs. Wow, that was a voice crack.
Is that the title of the podcast?
Does Lebanon have frogs? Lebanon frogs? Lebanese frogs. How?
Alex
Lebanese
Jones versus
girls.
Lebanon.
Alex
I have
Jones
to look
versus
this
Lebanon.
up now.
Oh, they're frogs in Lebanon.
Wild Lebanon.
What the hell?
That's a porn site.
It does. Wild Lebanon. Lebanon after hours. After hours.
But it's 9 a.m.
After hours.
I gotta go to a meeting.
After hours.
Well, I guess I'm gonna miss
Well,
the
the
meeting.
fourth search result is how to eat fried frogs in Lebanon, so apparently they must be there.
They can't be imported. Yeah, they can't be imported. They have to catch them in the streets.
They're French.
Bonjour, Mr. Frog.
William is
Jesus
your-
Christ.
There's a 5-star review of a restaurant called Monir in Beirut.
Oh, that's the capital. That's where the explosion happened.
Yes.
Lovely.
It's all coming together now.
The frogs. I knew it. The frogs.
So back to what you were initially saying. What were you saying about the conspiracy theory section of the podcast?
Oh, there was a UN tribunal going on, a trial going on for I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was some I think it was a murder trial or something.
So they set off a bomb in the harbor district, well away from wherever that is.
Yes.
Well, it's also Lebanon is having a lot of in the
Issues.
middle of an economic crisis right now.
Yeah.
So
There's a lot of
people are
unrest.
saying that this will stoke certain people towards certain actions.
Yeah, there's a lot of unrest right now.
Yes.
I mean, it could be potentially a terrorist attack, but I feel like someone would have claimed it by now if it was.
All signs point to this being an accident, but
Yeah.
the fallout of the accident will probably cause some things.
It really reminded me of that
False flag, steel beams, lizard people.
Jet fuel can't melt steel beams.
Oh, gotta add that coronavirus isn't real. It's a hoax by the government.
No. It's just 5G, Steve. It's 5G.
Oh, right.
By the way, internet has...
alcohol.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
If we're going down the conspiracy rabbit hole, I need more alcohol.
Go for it.
Internet historian just put out a new video. He called it the virus, and it's all the crazy shit that's been happening because of that. He did a section on 5G and all. Apparently a lot of 5G towers have been burned down.
I can't believe that. How are people so stupid? 5G's causing this. And
there was a woman in South Carolina who was taking pot shots at electrical line workers from her house because she thought it was a 5G tower.
She's so stupid. I hate her.
I don't think there's much of a difference between 4G and 5G other than the fact that the radio waves are, I think, slightly more intense.
No, no, not even. The difference is that 4th generation versus 5th generation.
It's just the actual technology.
Yes.
In the wavelength has nothing to do with it.
You're more likely to be hurt by your microwave in your kitchen than you are to be hurt by a 5G tower.
It's the firmware and hardware that's different, not the Wi-Fi.
Damn it, Monica! Now I got my water bottle. Hold on.
It's just
also, you can't tell the difference between a 5G and 4G tower by looking at it.
It's just like the people who think that Bill Gates is trying to microchip them with vaccines. Now I'm just like, why are you, Becky, from the middle of fucking nowhere, worth microchipping?
And then
There is nothing about your life.
She's
that
smarter than the average Carolinian, Steve.
It's just like you've
been Carolina real hard on this.
You've been microchipped for years. That's what this is. They can government, if the government wants to do it. I guarantee you, there's some kind of back door they can go into.
Listen,
find you.
That's why it's like TikTok bad, in certain areas, but not really doing anything that Google has not also been doing.
Yeah, I mean, and plus 99% of the American population is willingly carrying around tracking devices at all times.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, and in reality, I hate to see stuff like this, but you're too boring for the government to care about you.
Yes.
Like, you are too boring for the government to care about what you're searching, what you're looking up, what you're talking about. They just don't care. I mean, they don't have enough government employees to track everyone at once. It's physically impossible.
I've been getting some mileage out of a certain meme lately. It's
send it in Facebook.
Give me a minute.
So he can throw it up on the stream.
Yeah,
I will post it.
In other news, Rick on this long.
This is that one.
Haha, Long Boy.
Long Boy.
Oh, the return of Long Boy.
I mean, look at him.
Full circle.
Look at him.
He is long.
Look at how
He's
very
big.
long.
I saw a comparison of like
there it is, Kevin.
memes now versus memes in 2012, like the face centric memes, and they're really not that different. They're not.
Oh, you mean like the rage comic? Oh, not the rage comics,
like
the Wonka meme.
The rage comics, they're really not that different.
Like the Wonka meme.
The rage comics just morphed into different things, like the Chad and Stacy memes with the yes.
Yes. It's almost like humans have shared experiences that just transcend language and just morph over time.
That's way too... It's too real.
I'm just placing blocks in Minecraft.
Steve, this meme is ironic because he's probably one of the people who would be on that conspiracy.
I should make a pentagram on this floor.
That's Steven Crowder.
Oh, that motherfucker! I just saw him posting. He did something else today too. I hate that guy.
Louder with Crowder.
Isn't he like the founder of the Proud Boys or some shit?
No, that's like Phil Spencer.
Gavin McGinnis. Sorry.
Oh, Gavin McGinnis.
I listen to way too much Alex Jones secondhand because I listen to a podcast that's just like, here's what Alex Jones says. Here's why it's fucking wrong.
On the bright side, I finished Red Dead 2 this weekend.
Nice.
Well, at least the main story.
You still have to do the epilogue.
I know there's 2 epilogues I have to do, but
I will be right back.
100% recommend Red Dead 2 for the story.
Nice.
There was a lot of split opinion when it came out.
Really?
Yeah,
I've heard nothing but good things.
Not when I say split opinion, there was the camp of this is amazing, and then the camp of
It's okay.
it could have been better. But I like it, but it could have been better.
As far as a single player campaign in today's modern age go, I think it was very well done. Gameplay was really fun. Like, the missions kept me engaged in like small chunks. I could see that if you marathoned it in like a weekend, it could become very samey. But like,
yeah, like Nakey Jakey has like a 35-minute video on it.
Really?
Yeah, it's got I'll send it. Let me send it in the chat. It's got like almost 7 million views.
Wow. I mean, I enjoyed it. I had fun. Gameplay was fun. I thought the story was fun and it was engaging, and I felt for a lot of the characters.
Are we watching something?
No. Especially one of the characters, or a couple of the characters. I was really sad.
Did you meet Jeff and Jack?
I did. Jack you meet right away.
Yeah,
Jack is literally in like
one of
the first town.
things.
Jeff isn't until the very last town.
Yeah.
Like Annisburg,
So
like
Jack
the
is
last
first
town.
and Jeff is last.
Yeah, like the one of the last towns you go to is Annisburg, and Jeff is in the train station there, and like you talk to him, and I'm like, oh my god, it's Jeff.
Yeah, Steve. Two of the guys from Achievement Hunter did like bit rolls in Red Dead 2.
Because I love Red Dead.
Weren't two guys from Rooster Teeth also in Halo 3?
There were
Yes.
many.
A handful of them are in
different
Halo 3.
There was a different group for each like difficulty
Yeah.
level in that one scene. So like
Kinda dope.
different
The two
groups
guys
of,
behind
like,
the
Rooster
door.
Teeth people.
But
Yeah.
I was right. It was Halo 3, right?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
Halo 3.
Okay.
Level 3?
See, now
It was Crow's Nest. Yeah,
it was the second
level
one.
2, I think. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You see, when we were gonna play Halo 3, I was gonna like walk off on my own and then have you guys like come over.
No. I'm going to that door, Ryan. First thing.
See, I was
going to that
banking on
door.
the fact that you guys didn't know that it was there.
Oh no.
What difficulty are you playing on when you get to Halo 3?
I'm gonna play
normal?
easy, guys.
Me and
Normal.
Steve are currently playing on normal, and it's a cakewalk.
Yeah, it is.
It's a
Normal.
cakewalk on normal. It's
I mean,
so
I've
easy
died
so
a few
far.
times. Have we ever like gamed over on a level where both of us died?
I think once, but because we were both being really cocky and just kind of like jumping around and shit.
Yeah.
But like, as long as you call out like, "Oh, I'm dead," then there's no.
Speaking
there's
So
no
on
way.
easy and normal, it's Tucker and Doc who are doing it.
Okay.
On heroic, it's Griffin Simmons, and on legendary, it's Church and Caboose.
I gotta play on legendary then.
Yeah,
I gotta play on
Caboose.
legendary. I gotta hear Church.
Gotta hear Caboose.
Oh, legendary.
What's the password?
Are we good enough to do legend? Actually, we might
Forgot
do by the
what.
time we get to Halo 3.
Guys, you hear what Steve's saying? Lasso alarm.
Woo!
Wait, what?
I can
Yeah, I'm
imagine.
backing out now.
What just
Wait,
happened?
who's on board for 3? Who's doing 3?
I guess I'm doing it.
Okay, well, what we can do is
We
can
we
only-
can play
wait, how
through
many
3
people
on
can-
normal.
How many people
It's
can
4.
play 3?
4.
Fuck you all.
Well, no, Christine, you're playing.
Why?
You and Steve have to play.
Okay.
'Cause you've never played before.
So it's not gonna
Mike
be
and Ryan are the ones changing
I
off.
ceded 3 to Ryan so that I could do Reach and ODST.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough.
And because I have to do 4.
Yeah.
Because no one else wants to.
I'll play 4. I want to play 4.
No,
Steve,
doing
we
it
have
regardless.
to.
Steve, me, you, and Christine are doing all of them. They're the ones switching off.
Yeah. Oh, I finally started the campaign again today in Halo 1. We were talking about this earlier,
We
but
started Halo 2, right?
Truth and Reconciliation was not as long as I remember it.
We need to
Which one?
continue it
Which
before
level
we
was that
continue.
again?
It's
That's
the one
the one
Steve
where
where you
you
start
go
off with
onto the
snipers.
What?
It's the one where you like start on the ground with the sniper and then you go onto the Covenant ship and rescue
Yes.
Captain Keyes.
Yeah, that was real fucking short.
Yeah, when I was younger, that took a hell of a long fucking time. Mostly because I just kept letting Keyes die.
Oops.
Dude,
Whoopsie
we only
doopsie
let him-
poopsie.
We only let him die once, where it was like right where the Covenant burst into the room. That me and
Yeah.
Kevin were just like, okay, we got to cover both doors, otherwise he
Mhm.
dies.
Yes, because like I had just forgotten that he could die on that level, so I was just charging ahead and then a needle was just like poof, and was like, no. Oh, all right, I forgot. Okay.
God
Um,
damn it, Key, stop being
So-
such a.
So what I want to do is I want to play through 3 on normal, and then I do kind of want to try to go back and try Lasso. If people
what do
are
you mean-
okay with it.
What's Lasso?
Legendary all skulls on.
skulls on. So like yeah, you know what skulls are, right?
Yeah, I know what skulls are. They buff the enemies basically.
Well,
and other
they
things.
buff the enemies. There's one skull where you can only heal by meleeing people. There's a skull that takes your HUD away, and then there's iron.
The hardest
now,
one.
What iron does is, if you're just playing by yourself, you go back to the very beginning of the level if you die.
Oh.
If you're playing co-op, if one person dies, it resets to the last checkpoint.
No. No.
I want to try it. I'm gonna try it, guys. Either with people or without people. I'm trying.
And then there's like famine, like you pick up less ammo.
Yep.
And like
I'm a sucker for
there are a bunch of hard ones.
Yeah. But the other thing is like with blind, which is where it takes away your HUD, it also takes away like the objective markers.
Oh.
Yep.
So you're just which I hear is
what objective
which I hear is like fucking terrible in Reach, especially in like the space level. So,
oh god, yeah.
I think we should try to get into the multiplayer.
We can do
Maybe,
that, yeah.
I'd be down for that.
I'd have to download the multiplayer, but like I think Halo does. I wonder if does Halo 3 PC have Forge? Because if it does, that's amazing.
I would imagine.
I don't see why it wouldn't.
Because I mean, there were so many good custom game modes that me and my brother played constantly.
Yeah.
Ooh, with Forge.
Dude,
mode.
does it have Griff Ball?
There's 5 of us. How can we play Griff Ball?
Well, wait. How big's a Griff Ball team?
Probably
Is it
3v3 or 4v4.
No, there's definitely more than 3v3.
It might have been 4. Was it 4 or 5?
I
swear it was 5.
I remember playing a lot of like infection type maps where like I remember playing this one map called Fat Boy where the one fat boy started off really slow, but he was like impossible to kill. But he's really slow, and pretty much everyone had to try to kill him as they went up this like gauntlet course. It's sort of like this spiral tower thing. And then if they got to the top and the fat boy got them, he pretty much killed them all. There was that, and there was another one called like Sky Castle, where like the humans were like in the Sky Castle, and like the zombies were trying to like jump up to the castle. There were a lot of really fun like custom game modes in Halo 3, and I really want to see if those still exist in the new one.
I think
Also,
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was going to change the subject. You have something to say about Halo, so
yeah, I was gonna say that I think once we're done with the story, I think I might go back and play them again myself, mostly because I'm not really paying attention to the story right now.
Oh, but Steve.
No, like don't get me wrong, I want to. It's just it's difficult when you know you have to be entertaining on stream as well.
Yeah. I love.
Nah.
Speaking of Halo, tune in tomorrow night around 8-ish to see me and Kevin play more Halo.
Yeah, I might get drunk again and be in the chat.
Yes, Mike might appear in the chat again for the second time ever.
Oh yeah, but yeah, the Halo campaign is fucking.
So good.
I love the story for that. Literally, like my first 2 years of high school is like play Halo after school, and then after all my friends leave, just sit on Halo Waypoint for like an hour or two, just consuming lore.
I remember Waypoint. That was fun.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I was, for the story accuracy's sake, I asked Nat how much weight he lost in that. It was 65 pounds.
Oh, damn.
Nice.
Yeah, and that was. And the one thing I forgot to mention about that story is it was about 2 years ago now that he did that massive weight loss. And a funny, sort of cute little side note is before we started dating, one of the things that Nat would do when he was trying to like get with a girl is because his driver's license still has the picture of when he was fat, and he'd be like, "Hey," when he like give the bartender his ID, it'd be like, "Hey, look at how far I've come," and that was one of his tricks. And one of
his tricks.
His trixies.
And one of the things, and one of the sort of realizations points of him figuring out that he had a thing for me was we were at a cast outing at this bowling alley bar, and that's when and we were pulling out our IDs to get our drinks, and that's when he was telling me a story, and he was thinking on it later. He's like, "Wait, hold on, I think I might like this girl."
On the reverse of that, in terms of weight loss, I looked at my driver's license the other day, and it said 152 pounds. I'm like,
Oops.
I wish.
You know, Mike, I had the same thing when I got my driver's license changed in March, because I had to go to the DMV and get my license like renewed, and then they were like, "Okay, your height 5'10". I'm like, "Yep," and he was like, "Weight 150," and I'm like, "Yeah, we need to bump that up."
See, the only reason I didn't change it is because it cost more to change my measurements when I went to the DMV. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm 150 pounds. Yeah,
Sure.
Mine still says
I wish.
140. I'm like about 160 now, so it's about 20 pounds off.
Person taking my pictures just like, okay.
Mine's very off, but I'm not.
The picture's just like shoulders up, so it's fine.
No, I'm not seeing mine. Mine's also very off.
But that's fine though. We're all gonna get in better shape,
We
right,
got
guys?
fat.
We're all gonna get better though, right?
I'm planning on putting exercise
No.
in my house, so hopefully, yes.
Do you guys want to do a weight bet?
Oh
No.
no.
You guys
I
ever
don't
heard of
feel
weight
like
bet?
losing money.
Yeah, but you don't
We
lose.
all lose.
You don't
Yeah.
lose money if you actually lose weight, though.
I did do a weight bet once at work, maybe like a few years ago.
Mhm.
I can't remember. I don't think I won though. I think the girl who organized it won actually.
Well, so the way I know it's done is that like you all set you all agree upon a goal like 10 pounds, and then you all put in like $20, and then if you lose the 10 pounds, you get to split the pot. But if you don't, so say that like all 6 of us do it, then like if one person wins, they get all the money. But if 2 people win, they split the pot. 3 people win, they split the pot.
Oh, that's a lot nicer than what oh god, now I'm trying to reach in the recesses of my brain, because this was at least like 3 years ago, because this was before I switched to work from home.
Yeah, no, I mean the way that I know of doing it is less competitive, more just
Wanting to get
like rewarding. It's more of like you did the goal, like you set a goal amongst the group, so that way if everyone does it, no one loses money, no one gains money, everyone just stays the same.
Let me put it to you this
But
way,
you all
Kevin.
lose weight.
Let me put it to you this way.
Accountability, that's the word I'm looking for. Thanks,
I am
Steve.
currently at
Yeah, I
the
don't
most
want to do that.
physically demanding job that I've had in my life,
Yeah.
and I am gaining weight.
Yeah, because what are you eating, Mike?
That's the whole thing. You
Oh,
gotta
well,
change your
fast
diet.
food,
Yeah,
but-
you
Yeah,
gotta
there you
change
go.
your diet.
90% of
I
weight
have
loss is what
decided
you
to
eat.
stop eating fast food, but that's just transitions to me eating processed food at home, so it's not any different.
Yeah,
Same
honestly,
thing.
it's like the
It also-
ramen and shit that's probably kicking your ass.
Yeah, but I've always eaten that, so
That's fair. I mean, like 90% of weight loss is what you eat.
Yeah.
I'm building
Oh,
an
okay.
Instagram.
Although I will say, nice. I haven't
Prank
really
us.
lost a lot of weight, but I've definitely gotten stronger,
Well, that's good.
which has been a really neat transformation.
Well, yeah.
like,
So yeah.
Well, no, but
'cause
that means you're losing.
Yeah, you're
fat,
losing
you're gaining
fat, you're
muscle.
gaining muscle, which means like I don't
Strong.
I would not mind being my weight if it was mostly muscle. It ain't mostly muscle.
it says
I-
one serving of this is 15 chips, and I'm almost finished with the can.
When
Rip.
did you start?
Stop it.
3 hours ago.
Oh, Mike.
I will.
no.
So prior to COVID, I was going to like my complex's gym like 3 times a week. After COVID, well, they closed down that amenity, so I stopped going. They reopened it recently, but they also just confirmed that someone in our complex has COVID and is self-quarantining. So I'm
Hell
just like,
no. Mm-mm.
So my
Nope.
exercise of choice is actually swimming, and I was super excited to use our pool. However, it's not open, which is fine.
Of course
I
not.
understand because COVID, but it's like that was the way I was gonna try to lose weight. Because
So
that is my.
I want
that's
to start playing Ring
Well,
Fit
my
again. I'm gonna
back
start playing
fat.
Ring Flip. Ring Fit.
I did. Oh, you have that?
Yeah, we do. We bought it.
I need to get my hands on that because I actually threw.
Oh,
I
it's
would-
mine.
Great things about Ring Fit.
Same.
It's fun.
I've heard it actually does kick your butt a little bit.
It does.
I played like to the first boss, and like the first boss was like, "Oh God, you're not dead yet."
Really good game.
Yeah, it kicked my butt a little bit. I will admit.
So first time I went back to gym, when I opened it, I weighed myself, and I think I'd lost some weight since COVID started, but I'm definitely a bit chunkier, so I think most of it was like the muscle I built up from doing like a little bit of like lifting, but I'm definitely
Do you
a little
even
bit
lift, bruh?
Barely Steve's lifts.
not really not like lifting, just like go on like one of the weight machines, do some pull downs, stuff like that. That's basically the extent of my lifting. But
I've also been drinking a lot more since COVID started.
that'll kick
Hey!
God.
Cheers!
There it is.
Everyone, cheers! Yay!
Oh,
Steve,
fuck,
say
I'm
that,
out
or
of
are you just saying cheers to drinking?
Mhm. I actually didn't drink yesterday, so that was a good thing for me.
No, one of the biggest non-scale victories I've had, and it's so minute, but I always have joked that I've had the arm strength of a wet noodle, and there are a lot of times where I'd have a lot of trouble opening jars. Like you might remember, Steve, from just being like, I had a lot of trouble with it, but ever since I started doing stuff with my mom with various weight training and Pilates and whatnot, that I have not had to use any assistance opening any sort of jar.
That's
Nice.
good.
Which is
Nice.
something that I am
Be proud of,
extremely
yeah.
proud of. Yeah, because
I'm trying to build a star. I don't
I'm
know
not going
if
to
it'll
open
work.
that can of worms on stream, but just to sum up, I've always had a very negative self-view of my body, which hasn't helped through certain circumstances, but I'm trying to get better about it.
That's good. Self-improvement's always a good thing.
Yeah, I also do not like how I look.
Oh, no, I don't either. I mean, there are parts of my body that I'm like, yeah, that looks good, but, like, it's mostly my gut. If I could lose my gut,
Yeah.
I'd be very happy with how I look.
Same. I want my abs back, man.
Oh, yeah. We should start working out.
Okay.
Look,
I want to get hench.
You
What?
want to get what?
Hench. It's
I want to
you
get
know-
shizno.
or no.
You do
I guess
shiz now.
so. I'm using words that no one's gonna understand. I want to get like, or, you know, like.
I want to get
Do you want to get? Are you saying you want to get swole, Mike?
Like not cut or trim, but
hench.
just like
Strong,
hench.
fit, and having well-developed muscles.
What, like a henchman?
Yeah,
like a henchman.
something like that. Yeah,
Like
just
a henchman for like a bad guy?
like a toned down version of like you know how like the actual strong men are not like cut looking.
Oh
They're
yeah,
just,
like the mountain.
yeah, like that, but not extreme like that. Just like a. I'm a guy. Yeah.
I'm a guy. Yeah.
Like like the guy who plays the mountain, half your something or other.
Yeah.
Dude,
Something really
he
sort of-
doesn't like look like a fat guy, but he doesn't look like a bodybuilder. But that dude could 100% break me in half.
Yeah.
with pinky fingers.
Oh, yeah.
Please
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, that makes sense.
break me in half.
What?
All right then.
I
Harder,
made a
Danny.
star. Ooh, it looks actually it looks pretty good.
Uh-oh.
No, it doesn't. No, it
What-
doesn't.
She's
looks
playing
like-
Minecraft.
Oh, wait. What do you mean make
Oh.
a star?
I'm trying to build a pentagram, man.
But look at Rick on feet, guys. Look at his feet.
Why are they up? Nico, touch the
He's
toes.
an adorable dum
Touch the
dum, and we love
toes.
him.
Touch the toe beans.
He is not a dum dum, but he is adorable.
Tickle the toe beans.
Continue. High five.
So cute.
High five. Oh, he's so.
Long story short, I want to look like Jeremy.
Yes.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I'll take your word for it. I've never seen this Jeremy person.
Jeremy
Callus is another
Dooley.
word he uses for it.
What is it?
Callus bod.
Callus
Literally, the first search result is him with his shirt off.
What, Jeremy Dooley?
Oh, Jeremy
Yeah.
Dooley. Ooh,
Callus bod.
I love this man. He's gone through some rough times, and I feel so bad for him. But I'm happy that he's taking time to actually address it.
Yeah.
So.
You see the Callus bod?
Just Jeremy Dooley Callus bod.
Just type Callus bod. It's literally the first search result.
That's what Callus. 1 L?
Callus. And then bod.
This is.
Oh yeah, the second result. Yep, Callus bod. That's fair. Yeah, that's what I want to be too.
Where? Do we send a
So-
picture somewhere?
I can send a picture. Hold on. I sent it in a Facebook. Is a coming.
I don't know.
That's
I
like a
don't
good
ever-
dad bod. That's like a fit dad
Yeah.
bod. That's fit dad bod. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely a fit dad bod.
Yeah. No,
don't know.
that's my goal. That's my goal, Mike.
That
Mike,
is
we
my
could do
goal
this.
as well.
Mike,
Yeah.
Steve, we could do this.
You might. I can't.
Ever since 2017, I've never really had an explicit weight loss goal because, like I said, I've got a lot of mental baggage when it comes to my relationship with my body, how I view my body, and comments people have made over the years.
Ugh.
But
People suck.
People do suck.
But the one thing that I just want to work on is just working into a healthy workout schedule, maybe fixing my fucking diet, and then again just kind of loving myself. And
That looks better.
Nice.
and I've been very lucky that Nat has been very supportive of just how I look regardless.
Bless your
of
face.
what we
Bless your soul.
Nice. That's very nice. I like that.
Very-
My goal is just to lose my gut.
Yep.
I went down a rabbit hole of Callus bod images, and I came upon Battle Buddies shipping art.
Yes, battle buddies.
It's like, all right, that was unexpected, but there it is.
Okay.
Yep,
This is
it's
fine.
right. Yep,
You share it?
yeah.
Oh God.
Oh Lord! Oh God! No! Do not like. Mm-mm.
Wait, what even is this? What is this from?
Steve, that's Achievement Hunter lore that I can't even begin to explain to you.
Battle buddies.
Nope.
Yeah, well, the specifics of that picture.
Did you send it to meme or where'd you send it?
In
Yeah.
face, yeah, meme, yeah,
Okay.
Oh,
Gay?
Lord. Yeah, very,
yeah.
very.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's cute
God.
though.
That's cute though. That's,
He's my
yep,
height. Jeremy
Also-
That's
is
what
my
I
height.
expected as Christine's reaction.
He's
Yeah.
cute though.
I discovered I think, somewhat healthy breakfast and quick, very easy breakfast. 5
Peanut butter
minutes.
and eggs on bread.
It's fried egg, peanut butter toast.
It's delicious.
It's peanut butter toast with a fried egg on top.
My breakfast is just like a bowl of like raisin bran and like some piece of fruit.
Hey, that's better than my breakfast, which is usually nothing.
My breakfast is usually a protein shake and a protein bar.
Like, I've gotten to
Okay,
the
not
point
bad.
where it's like I used to eat a shit ton for breakfast, but now for some reason, like, I just am not hungry in the morning, but I know I need something, so I just eat like half a bagel with cream cheese
At
on it.
least
Well, and you see-
eating a little bit is better than eating nothing. I eat nothing.
Exactly.
That's not
Actually, the way you're supposed to do it
good. Is big breakfast.
breakfast is supposed to be your biggest meal of the day, and you're supposed to get smaller meals as you go.
Really?
Because
I do the opposite.
well, no, so that's the problem. And this is every other European country that has way lower obesity rates. Their breakfast is huge, and they get smaller as they go. Because if you think about it, calories are what you use to run your body throughout the day. So a big breakfast gives you a lot of calories in the morning that you're going to burn off during the day. If you eat most of your calories at night for dinner, what are you going to do with them?
Yes, but
Nothing.
Hamburger.
Yes, but you could have hamburger for breakfast if you want.
I tried that. The shitty frozen hamburgers.
You can't.
Okay,
no, Kevin,
well-
you can't have hamburger for breakfast. This
Why
is
not?
Blasphemy.
Yes, you can.
You get whatever you want for breakfast.
Can.
The point is that your biggest meal should be at the beginning of the day because you're gonna burn off those calories. Because if
Most
you have
important meal of the day.
Gary's way,
Way.
if you have a big dinner, you're not gonna do anything with those calories. They're just gonna sit there as you sit here in this fucking chair. Why am I doing this to myself?
So, I don't know if anyone else remembers this, but I
Probably.
remember when I was in, like, elementary school, there was this, like, kids book. I don't remember the name of it, but I'm bringing it up to see if there's anyone else that knows what this is. But there was this book about this kid whose mom would just make these ridiculous lunches because she'd always be like, breakfast is what is important because it gets you started, but lunch is what keeps you going. And this kid was like really embarrassed with like the extravagant lunches his mom would make. And and this story, like, I'm like, I know I read this, but I don't remember what it's called. And
Let's see if I can Google through this.
That's what I'm Google fooing too.
Google.
But that's the line I remember. Is breakfast is the most
know what? I'll
important meal
just
of the
do
day, but lunch is
black
what keeps
concrete.
going.
Going or growing?
Growing.
Going.
Oh.
What?
Lunch is what keeps you going.
It's a no money day? No. That doesn't
I
sound
doubt
right.
I'd recognize it. You'd have to throw up a
What are you doing here?
It was a picture book. It was a picture book.
No,
It
that's
wasn't
not
a
it.
novel.
Speaking of picture books, do you guys remember Never Give a Mouse a Cookie?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It's
And
if you give a mouse a
If you
cookie.
give a mouse a cookie, and then there was if you give a moose
A muffin.
a muffin. Those are my favorites.
And then the moose just fucked everything up
Yeah.
for some reason.
Well, no, and the
It's like, I
mouse.
just gave you a muffin, you piece of shit.
No,
what the
the
fuck?
mouse also fucks everything up. It's like,
Yeah.
so that's the whole thing. You give them something nice, or like you give them a treat, and they're naughty because they're technically
Never
wild
give
animals.
anyone everything. That's what that book taught me. All people are fucking
Reader's
shit.
time.
All
I can't
people
find
are
this
shit.
book.
Cat, everyone. Fucking cat. You just
I made a
Pretty book
pentagram. It looks beautiful.
It's not clouded with a chance of meatballs, is it?
No, it's not.
No.
What?
No, it was like a kid who was like very embarrassed by the extravagant lunches his mom would make, and they were like cartoonishly ridiculous too. And then it eventually comes around to like the kid no longer being embarrassed and accepting it or whatever.
Good.
Again, I don't know if I'm like hallucinating this or whatever.
He should accept the things his mother makes him.
Bread and jam for Francis?
That
might
sounds
be-
familiar.
Let me look.
Was it about like a badger?
No, I
By
think it was an
Russell
actual kid.
Hobaugh.
Okay, I don't know then.
I remember bread and jam for Francis, though. Oh, there's a village over there. Oh, I think I knew that.
I read Peter Cottontail
No, it
when I was
definitely wasn't
younger.
Bread and Jam
Ow!
for Francis.
Okay.
It was a human kid.
Okay, I don't know then. I give up.
I remember reading Peter Cottontail when I was younger, and the fucking
Oh,
Here comes Peter
Cottontail.
Cottontail, hopping down the bunny trail, hippity hoppity, Easter's on its way.
And then that
Shit, what
fucking farmer showed up and was like, "Get the fuck out of my garden!
What was the
You damn bitch!
Get out my garden!
My garden!
Hippity hoppity, get off my property!"
God damn it.
That would have been the name of the stream if we knew that beforehand.
Oh, Lord.
No, it was the other one. There was fuck the
Schitt's Creek.
are there
Oh.
frogs in Lebanon?
Frogs in Lebanon.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh no, my pentagram's backwards. It's fine.
I was about to wonder. It's like, did you do it upside down like you're supposed to do for a pentagram? Like,
Well, I mean, if you enter through the entrance, it's facing the
Oh.
wrong way. but there's like stairs at the base of it that you gotta get to. Don't worry, this castle it's an evil castle.
It's an evil castle.
So
Totally off tangent though.
I literally have the dungeon made. It's great.
My dad concluded that I am the reincarnation of his father.
Why?
Okay.
Continue.
So go on.
My grandfather on my dad's side. My grandfather on my dad's side died 2 months before I was born.
Okay.
So like we were just having a conversation one day, and like my dad was calling me cheap, and he was like, my dad was like that too, but he would always be no, he always used his own money on himself. Oh.
You are my father.
Whoops.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah, he'd always keep to himself unless he absolutely had. Oh.
Evan, I'm not sure if you'll be able to put this in the group chat, but Vanessa just sent me this and it had me dying.
Is it in? Where is he sending it?
I sent it to Facebook. It's a link to Pinterest.
Pinterest. That is a frog.
But you gotta listen to it with the sound on.
How do I listen with sound?
I think I've seen this before.
know.
Hold on. Let me see if I can. Hold on.
How do you listen to it with sound on?
Oh no! I have.
Oh,
This
there it
might
is,
be
down the
weird.
bottom.
Let me see if I can get this to work. Hold on.
Nope.
This might be weird.
What? Why is this? I can't find the sound.
Mike, you gotta collapse the bottom thing and then scroll down a little bit.
I hate.
Yeah, Pinterest isn't a great thingy, my boo-boo. But the video.
That's the last
had
thing
me
Vanessa's
dying.
ever gonna send you. God.
What?
All right, now.
No, she sends me stuff all the time.
Hold on.
Christine said.
Started like a firework and then turned into like a squeak toy.
Oh, so like Pinkie Pie.
Oh,
Yeah.
just a bit
Yeah.
Looks like I'm gonna have to call the. No, hold on.
I actually I've been catching up on Digi's. He put out he's been doing a podcast called, I forgot. That's
Digi
a news. Digi transitioned a little while ago.
Oh,
So,
cool.
yeah, Digi Nay now.
Not Digi
That's
Bro,
like the
Digi Nay.
Yeah, because that's like the suffix for sister in Japanese. So.
Nice.
Wait, what happened? I missed it. Sorry.
Digi transitioned like male to female now.
Ah, cool.
But she's been putting out a podcast called Befriending the Internet, and she mentioned like Pinkie Pie, like the episode where like Pinkie has like she has like the tail twitch that tells her when something's gonna happen
Pinky
or whatever.
sense.
Yeah, and the Pinky sense, and like how Twilight was trying to like explain it
Disprove
away,
Yeah.
and Digi was using that as an example of like how I lost my thought.
Okay.
About how what?
It's like an example of like how we've become I'm gonna use this word cautiously, overly scientific.
Okay.
Where like if we can't find the explanation for it, we say that it doesn't happen.
Okay.
But like,
yeah.
but like we also, but if it's an observable phenomenon, just because we can't explain it doesn't mean it does not exist.
In the context of what was the context for that observation?
The context was the grander scheme of gender dysphoria and such.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Like I was discussing stuff like that with me and my brother were talking about like how our parents, at least for their generation, are fairly like progressive, but they still have got their flaws. Like our mom is. I'm not gonna call her like homophobic or anything like that, but
she
she's
doesn't
definitely
understand it.
But yeah, exactly. Like she's just like, oh, I don't get that whole like gender fluid thing, and I'm just like, well, you don't have to get it.
Well, what's actually interesting?
Well, that's something you do have to kind of explain to people who have never.
And
been
actually,
exposed to
something
it, so.
interesting happened to me at work on Sunday. One of my doctors, she's a lesbian, and she's an older she's in her 40s, so she's just kind of like, I don't really understand the whole gender dysphoria like what's pansexual and all that. So then my coworker and I we like helped her we helped explain it to her, and then she's like, is it, I mean, can I keep asking questions? I can, I'm like, yeah, I'm always willing to educate you if you don't know what's going on and you want to learn more. Yeah, always ask what's going on. So it's not like just like the straight parents that are like, I don't get it either. It's also
straights.
It's that, I think it's that generation where they're just kind of like, I don't really get it.
I think that's also sort of like a lot of. I'll finish first. I think it's also sort of related to like the mindset. It's the mindset of I don't understand it. I should learn more about this versus I don't understand it. I don't like it.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
That's kind of my mom is. I think more the latter. It's me. It's me more like I don't get it really, but tell me what your pronouns are, and I'll do my best to respect them. That's just kind of my attitude on it.
Well,
like,
yeah, and
it's for me. It's just more of like a you do you, I'll do me.
And
like we won't do each
mentality,
other. Probably.
And that mentality expands far beyond just gender stuff. Like it so it's like. It's a issue that's rooted more in human
nature
than it is specifically the sociology of gender.
Well,
I
it's
have
like
two funny stories.
And it's like my pronouns are her, like, or she her, but I also don't mind being called they them. So it's like, you do you.
Good to know.
She her is easier for everyone, so I'm just like, yeah, I don't really care because that's.
I prefer all being hellspawn.
I mean, yeah, that too.
That's easy to remember.
I have an all being hellspawn as well.
Like how
So
Jess prefers their grace, and that's the one.
Their
that
grace.
Their grace.
I mean, I literally just built a pentagram, so.
I have two funny stories. About pronouns is my first year on fair, there was one of my classmates who was trans, and I interacted with them a lot.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
And no, you don't.
Oh, fair enough.
And because there are a few on my cast, but anyway.
Fair enough.
I had, for some particular reason, I had the hardest time learning their pronouns. I don't know why, and I felt so bad about it. So eventually, instead of me just fucking tripping it up, because their character name was Captain Gregor Arson, I would just refer to them as Captain, and I was not the only person that did this.
I'm sorry, I need to rewind a second. Their last name is Arson, as in they set things on fire?
The character.
I know, I just thought that was amusing.
Yes. And yes, Gregor did like to set things on fire. But anyway, and it became such a thing, like, within, like, the fair community that they adopted one of their pronouns as Captain, which I thought was really
That's perfect.
Nice.
And the second story about generations, about our parents' generations not understanding sort of the LGBT sort of spectrum and gender and whatnot, is when my dad first learned about what homosexuality was. So quick backstory, because I don't think I talked about this explicitly on stream. I may have mentioned this story a little bit, but my parents met in a community production of. My dad was Canadian, my mom was French. A community production of Grease.
Oh,
My
okay.
My mom was French. It's cute. But anyway, there was one night that they were at, and apparently my dad was like one of the only straight men on cast, apparently, and they were, a lot of the guys were talking about when they realized and their first time realizing, and my dad's like, what? And my mom's like, they're talking about the fact that they're gay, and my dad's like, what? Because he's a good little boy who didn't know what homosexuality was, and my mom had to explain it to him.
That is the most incredibly sheltered thing I've ever heard. That's adorable.
Girls can't love girls.
Wait, that's a thing?
No, it does.
There's a name for that?
And then Nat brought it up in chat. I was gonna bring this up as a canned topic if we ran into a dead moment, but And if I ever get Nat on here, I want him to talk about his absolute detestment of Zack Snyder because he could go on for hours. And
I'm
particularly
interested too. I have no.
the Martha.
Oh,
Analyzing the Martha scene. So the question is for to verbalize it. So which would be more interesting, a Zack Snyder BioShock movie or a Michael Bay feminist Sailor Moon movie? Now the reason why the Zack Snyder BioShock movie would exist is because Zack Snyder does follow the teachings of Ayn Rand.
Ew. Oh, well, actually, that could work. I saw slightly tangent. I saw Elon Musk quoting that that the one of the Andrew Ryan speeches, like unironically on Twitter from I'd have to find it, but I'm just like, Elon, stop. People hate you already. Just stop.
Yeah, he's kind of digging himself a hole.
Just get us to Mars and then fuck off.
Yeah, right.
No,
Pretty much.
get us cat girls and then fuck off.
Like seriously, the dude was saying something along the lines, "Oh, I bet none of you guys even have guillotines, motherfucker. You want to find out? Don't."
That was one
them.
of the things when everyone got their $1,200 checks, and then someone just went online and is like, "How much is a guillotine? $11.98."
What?
Well, all right then.
I was like, motherfucker, do you want someone to show up at your house with a guillotine? Because that's how you get someone to show up at your house with a guillotine.
There are so many. There are so many times that I've been on Facebook. There were so many times that I've been on Facebook in the last month where I see like an article on like a news group, and I'm kind of like, oh yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. And I go to the comments section. And there's so much backlash against the article. I'm just kind of like, what the hell's wrong with you people?
Elon
Musk. Dive into the comment section.
Oh,
you're not going to be Jeff Bezos. Stop.
I don't. Okay, I like what Elon Musk's companies do. SpaceX is fucking dope.
Yeah.
Tesla, fucking dope. I hate Elon Musk as a person. He is a terrible human being. He is not a good person. Fuck Elon Musk.
Only problem with getting a Tesla is you're supporting Elon.
Well, anyways, I think it's about time to wrap up the podcast.
Yeah, it's
actually,
Can I say one last thing, though?
Ryan wants to say something.
Ryan gets to talk, guys.
I would like to apologize to the entire New York Ranger fan base and organization for jinxing you guys by wearing this jersey tonight, because they lost tonight and they got swept out of the playoffs.
Oh no!
I think we should also answer Nat's question in the chat. That kind of took us off on a tangent, though.
What did Nat say?
It was he said, what would be more interesting, a Zack Snyder BioShock movie or a Michael Bay feminist in parentheses Sailor Moon movie?
I don't know what that means, the second one.
My answer to that is watch Lindsay Ellis series on the Transformers movies.
You potatoed out.
Yeah, you did.
My answer to that is watch Lindsay Ellis's called The Whole Plate. It's like an 8-part analysis of the Transformers movie.
Oh.
And there's like 3 parts dedicated to Megan Fox.
I
don't like Megan Fox.
Genuinely interested.
You don't like Megan Fox?
Nope, not attractive.
I have never.
I was not big into her. I mean,
she looks too fake. Too fake.
Here's my thing. I prefer cute over hot.
Yeah. I'm kind of in the same boat.
She's not even hot though.
The same reason I'm not super attracted to Jessica Negri. It's just like, oh, she's so hot. It's like, she's fine. She's got almost a full inch of makeup caked on her face, but fine.
Yeah, Jessica Negri's another one that I was just like, yeah, I'd fuck her, but not in my top 10.
No. Like, but to answer Nat's question, honestly, I would be interested in seeing both of those movies. Because I just love to see BioShock come to film, and I don't really have like a major problem with Zack Snyder. Even though Batman v Superman was dumb, I still had fun with it, I guess.
Oh, I need Nat on here to rip on Zack Snyder because it would take up the entire stream. But
Watchmen was good.
But I've heard this rant so many goddamn times, guys.
I have no strong opinions on Zack Snyder one way or the other. I don't. I enjoyed Watchmen. Watchmen was good. I need to rewatch that someday. And I would honestly, Michael Bay directing Sailor Moon sounds unironically like hilarious, but in all the wrong ways.
Oh, since you mentioned that, I've been reading the Sailor Moon manga recently.
Guys, we need to wrap
This
up.
story is fucking insane.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fucking
Like
Sailor
you think
Moon.
of it like, oh, it's just like generic magical that make magicals. Let me explain to you how the second arc out of 5 of the arcs ends. There are several planes of existence about to explode.
Yeah.
A space-time anomaly that has merged with a planet comes out of like a portal from like whatever, and the main villain is trying to fuck her dad, who is also the 1,000-year-old version of another character who is Tuxedo Mask.
Yeah, and?
I
point?
have several questions.
This is anime you were talking about.
Yes.
Is it worth the read?
Questions.
This is not your run-of-the-mill magical girl series. It is fucking wild, and I am all about it.
Okay.
I've always loved Sailor Moon, so, you know.
Never watched it.
Apparently, I'm hitting the arc where Sailor Saturn shows up. So
Hell
I'm
yeah.
apparently.
I think Saturn and Neptune date, right? Or is it Neptune?
No, that's Uranus and Neptune. Saturn is Saturn is apparently the why not genocide one.
Oh shit, yeah. I remember that.
Which I have
Anyway.
never
Those are the
seen
cutest.
before, so I am hyped to figure out what that's all about.
Meanwhile, okay, ending on the magical girl Hitler note.
Why not genocide?
Nazi.
I'm sorry, New York Rangers.
Can we throw a picture of Sailor Saturn?
No. In other words, we're gonna end the podcast here. We'll be back in a few minutes with some, I think, The Forest. Yeah, we still got time for that. So we'll be back with The Forest in a little bit. For some post-podcast fun. So, thank you again for watching episode 9 of the VGRcast. Much appreciated. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you hit the follow button. We go live every Tuesday around 8-ish.
Tune in tomorrow at 8 p.m. for Halo.
Yes, tomorrow Halo at 8. Friday, I'm thinking Grounded with whoever wants to play with me.
Because Thursday's date night.
Thursday's date night, so we're off Thursday. So Friday, Grounded probably. And then we'll see what the weekend brings. So, thank you so much for joining us, and I will see you guys in a few minutes. Bye-bye.
Magical girl genocide makes me hard.
Bye.
Oh, Lord.